here, so we had to let the sponsors do what they do. But we're gonna let my man Jeff introduce himself first, and then we'll go from there, man.
What's good, man? It's Jeff Shibley. I don't know what y'all wanna know, man. I do a lot of things, mostly known as being the media specialist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Doing camera work for years now, man. It done opened up a lot of doors for me. Presented a lot of opportunities for me, man. So, yeah, man, I'm just a young guy from Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Been in Nashville for about 15 years. Went to Atlanta for a couple years, and now I'm back. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Now, I ran into him a few times and got introduced to him through my man D. Lenz. Even though we were seeing each other other places, I know he was in the corner program that I spoke a few times, and we stay looking at each other's stuff on social media. I kind of love what he's doing, man. I see he just started a new venture called Pod House, where if you trying to do a podcast, anything like that, you can come. Let them know about that real quick.
So Pod House, man, it's if you looking to create some content or produce your new podcast, or it ain't even got to be new. If you just looking for a space to come and have your podcast produced, get some content of value, giving game, giving some wisdom. Y'all trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? Tap in with your audience, give some value, then pull up on me. I got a spot for you to, come be comfortable. Great audio, great quality, great cameras, aesthetics, everything is there, man. So, okay. Pod House, tap in.
Okay. So, I know you say you've been doing this for a while. So, how did you get into videography? Or did you start off with photography first?
I started off with photography.
Okay.
I moved down here from Virginia, and my cousins used to go out to the club all the time, bro. And so I used to be with them. And, coming from a small town in Virginia, we ain't have much to do. So I went to college for a year, then I moved here. So it was just, Nashville was booming. It's still booming.
Yeah.
But when I first moved here, it was just a lot going on. Like, you had the black clubs on 2nd Ave. You had an after-hour spot on 2nd Ave called Faded, Hayes. You had Graham Central Station. You had Fuel. You had Jazz and Jokes. You had Barfly. You had Karma. All this was downtown before everything was countrified. And
so you came about what, 09?
Yep. Yeah, that's the exact year I came. It was 09.
I was long gone by then.
He said he went to college.
Yeah. College for 8 years and 10 months. Yeah.
He got a master's job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But every time we went out to the club, it would be a photographer, and we have get our picture taken, but we never knew where our pictures were. And so we ended up putting some money together. It was me, my cousin, and his best friend, and we ended up buying a camera together, and we was like, we just gonna take our own pictures. We was like, we too fresh to not know where our pictures going. And so as we was out moving around, whenever people saw us taking pictures, they be like, hey, can we get a picture? And then it just kind of clicked, like, hey, we can make some bread out of this. And so we just started rolling with it. We called ourselves the 615 Party Crashers.
Okay.
And we tried to hit every single club in the city that we could in one night. That was our mission. Yep. We weren't looking for no money. We was just trying to have a good time.
Okay.
We was just trying to have a good time, bro, because we were doing it anyway.
Yeah.
This kind of aligned with something that I was telling him earlier. Like, it wasn't your dream. It's just something that you found the lane and just made it happen. And that's what's up.
I was going to school for audio production. I was making beats.
Okay.
And when I got that camera in my hand, it was just something different.
And still that creativity though, you know. Yeah. Cause see, I made music, and then somebody gave me this camera. It's like, man, it's kind of the same. You know, give had it. It's like just diddling, dabbling, moving stuff here. So yeah, it's very fun, man.
So yeah, I was taking photos, and I got around a couple guys that was shooting video, and I was like, man, I could tell more of a story by doing videos than just taking still pictures. And so I started learning and being around my homeboys that was doing video work, and just learning from them and picking up the skills from them, and that's how I got in the video.
Okay.
That's what's up. So how long y'all? I've been paying attention to y'all podcast. I like what y'all doing.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm hoping that's our next level. As you all grow, hopefully we right behind you.
Yes, sir.
What made you want to get into podcasting?
When I moved back from Atlanta, it was probably around May of last year, 2023. It might have been a little bit earlier. But when I moved back, I was working for a church down there. I just left from, being down there, and I was just really just tapping into my purpose. And I was like, man, like everything that I've been through, I just want to help just spread the wisdom and the knowledge that I picked up over time, and just, hand it down to somebody that may have went through the same thing as me or something similar, what I'm saying? And I was just trying to pass that game along. And so when I went, shout out to Black Men Vent too. I went and did a podcast for them, and a friend of mine, Harold, the co-host from the Elevated podcast.
Now you know him from the gym. That's the guy you shooting all the footage at the gym.
Yep.
Okay, see, it's cool how shit worked out. Okay.
When that whole Forex wave hit, we know each other from there. So during the COVID times, like we was trading Forex and stuff like that. So, so he was with me one time, and I went, did a podcast with Black Men Vent too. And actually he went first. And I went with him. I took my camera because he needed me to do some content for him. And then I went after, and he was like, bro, I want to go with you when you go to your podcast, to your episode. And afterwards, because he had already said something to me before on the way there, but afterwards he was like, hey man, he was like, I didn't know you spoke like that. And he was like, I've been wanting to do a podcast, but he was like, I kind of want you to build it with me. So I was like, let's get to it. Let's do it. And it was something different for me because I'm used to being on the other side of the camera. So being in front of the camera, it was something I had to get comfortable with.
You said that shit when I met you at the other thing. You was like, being in front of the camera, you're not used to it.
I was not a talkative person, bro. Like, I was real quiet, real to myself, real conservative. Like, I wasn't talking to a lot, bro. Talking to a lot of people, and then I was just like, let me just start using my voice more, and just started getting comfortable with it, bro. So yeah, it took off from there.
That's
what's
That's what's up. That's what's up. Have you do you have a favorite guest as of right now, or most inspirational guest?
Man, every guest has brought something to the table that's just been like, dang, like I've either learned something or it's just dope just hearing their experience and what they've been through. But as far as I feel like just the switch just being hit was when we brought Dr. Umar onto the platform, and we sat down with him. That was a great conversation. I honestly didn't say too much because I'm just not big on like talking about politics and like religion and stuff like that. And but that was like just being able to sit there beside him and just soak up that wisdom and that knowledge. It was really dope. It's another guy named JC Shegog. Y'all look up that episode. He does a lot. Martial arts background, military background. So he does a lot of training as far as tactical training with firearms, school safety training, stuff like that, security. They call him the Warriors coach. So so he's that was a really good episode as well. That was a lot of good knowledge just to sit beside him and just soak up all of the value that he was putting out as well.
Survival tactics, stuff like that. Yeah. Now, who was the guy that had the mask on? The comedian dude.
That was Lil Pistol Starter. At the time, I think he was going by Hollywood. But now, if you look him up, he go by Lil Pistol Starter, and he was super cool. He
said some crazy shit on that.
Yeah, he did. He did. I feel like that episode didn't get enough traction like we really wanted it to. But that was a really good episode as well, though.
Yeah. That's the funny thing about anything, though, man. It's like what attracts somebody. And I understand with like a Dr. Umar type of person, but outside of that, like, is it the, even though it's on YouTube, and I know you got it on all other platforms, but when people see it on YouTube, like, is it the thumbnail that attracts them? Is what you put in the captions? You know what I mean? Like, even like when you make your shorts. Y'all put it right there, like, oh yeah, that's a good topic. Like I just showed him the one with Low, the soft girl area.
Yeah.
You know, and he's trying to figure out what soft girl area is. So I showed him the video. He like, man, that's a bullshit. So it's like, you know, it's just trying to figure out what it is to put it out there to make people go watch the full length content.
Definitely
You know,
gotta catch somebody's attention.
Yeah.
Because first show I saw was the Dr. Umar show, and I was like, yeah, that drew me right in.
Yeah. In 2 days we got part 2.
Oh,
With Dr. Umar?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's gonna
I'm
be
looking
good.
forward to that, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty
Yeah,
dope.
I'm excited. Don't nobody know that. So y'all just got
Exclusive.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then another
For sure.
another good question I want to ask: what made y'all add another host on?
So me and Harold, us just doing the podcast and just hitting on different subjects and things like that. When we first came together, I told him when we was getting everything together, I was like, bro, I don't want this to be another podcast to where it's a black man going against a black woman and we're just
Sound like me. That's what I was telling
talking.
him. That's why we had a woman.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to sit here and talk shit about the black woman. Like, we need her. You know what I'm saying? They need us. Let's talk about how we can come together and make things work. You know what I'm saying? So we do have conversations sometimes to where it is about relationships and, you know, just us being entrepreneurs and businessmen and things like that. We do speak about relationships and dating and what we got going on. But just having J Love come on and give that female's perspective was really dope. And when she came around, she just came on as a guest. And then afterwards, Harold hit me up like, hey bro, he was like, what you think about adding a female to the platform to get that woman's perspective on things? And I was like, let's try it out.
Man.
And so J Love was like, she was with it. And so we started bringing her around and man, she's been a great fit.
Man.
A great fit for sure.
I'm happy for y'all. That's how we started.
We did 32 episodes.
And exactly what you said. We don't want this to be. Man, me and her stayed at.
And the last 3 episodes, listen, the last 3 episodes,
We
bro.
stayed.
Yeah,
the
I'm
last
talking about
3 episodes, you just see me like
the
doing
shit
this
that
stand-
didn't make the cut.
They going in.
Oh shit.
When I say going in, the last episode is like shit. You just literally see me like this, like, shit.
You got to send me the link.
Man, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm like,
and no shot to our
Yeah.
co-host Shamira. No, she just got her views, and she's a strong black woman. She gonna stand on her square. But it's just some of the shit she said was just dumb as fuck.
But she, this
It's
is
just
what
the
the issue with
reality
me,
of
though,
what it was.
is that she's
It
a
was shit
teacher.
that, like,
is
yeah,
that
she's
she's
a
a
12th grade
teacher,
teacher.
and she despised black men. Simple as that. No disrespect if you watch this, but she don't have nothing good to say about us.
Damn.
And it's like,
And black.
damn.
She got kids.
No. It's fuck them
It's
kids. That's what she said the whole
her
episode.
motto is fuck them
FCK.
kids.
And she a teacher. So it's like, damn, how you keep
And she a
saying
teacher.
12th grade teacher.
7th grade teacher?
That's crazy.
Like,
that,
yeah,
that,
bro.
that in itself says
Like one episode, she
lot
said
about-
a nigga tricked out her pussy, and I literally said, "How is that possible?"
Yeah.
No,
That's
nobody
easy.
can trick you out of nothing. If you willing to give somebody, you're going to give it. Nobody can trick you, no matter what they saying or finagle you.
No, you can be tricked.
I like to sit down with her.
He'll say something like
You can
that.
be tricked.
I like to sit down with her. I'm not finna do no arguing. I just wanna let's
Yeah.
get to the root of it. Why are you even feeling like this in the
Man, I'm
first
talking
place?
some rough stuff she was saying. I'm like, shit. Like she was like, her whole thing was like, why black men can't get to this point, and why y'all don't graduate, and
How old is she?
this 36.
30-something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she in
gotta
that
sit
she in
down.
that soft. I want to be a soft girl era shit.
She's always said that shit on
Uh,
episode, and then she just go over his head.
Yeah,
He didn't even know what the fuck she talking about. He just thought she was just saying some
Cause
shit.
like just we as you came in, we had just got to talking about. He had showed me that
Video.
excerpt from the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is a soft girl? Because I'm 48. So I bet not run into no 47-year-old woman talking about she and that soft girl. What the fuck you been doing with your life then?
Right.
What you been
Come on.
breaking rocks?
Come on.
Yeah, cause it's the dumbest shit to say. Now I can understand the new terms for the millennials. And
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah.
Like, baby girl, you done had 8 relationships. You stopped being soft a long time ago.
Yeah. And I feel like that was one of the biggest discussions that we've had as far as like on social media, just engagement, people like when I posted about that, like,
Man,
are men responsible for putting y'all in y'all soft girl era? When I tell you my DM
I read
started,
all the comments.
I didn't even post all the answers,
Man, I bet
bro.
it's crazy.
Like, I was like, I've never got like engagement like that. The women and the men were tapping in because the men feel like, you know,
Why should we
that's
put you
some
in your
bullshit.
era?
Like,
Like,
why do I have
you in the
to
era?
put you
Yeah.
in the soft girl era?
What I
You
just
should
said.
already be in that.
This
in
is
that
what
phase.
you were made
Like,
to be. Ain't my fault you chose to be
What you
masculine.
say, P? What I'm gonna say? I'm in my hard nigga era.
I was just gonna say that. Like,
He said I'm in my cool nigga era.
I'm not coming to a woman and, man, put me in my masculine era. Like, nah, I'm already there. Like, you know.
Your definition of what a masculine man is misconstrued. So you can't know who you are. That's why you asking at 40-some years old to be put in your soft girl era. But it just blew my mind because I've been hearing the term and I always dismissed it until I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck this is.
But look at the way that everything been moving though. Like, look at the music right now.
Definitely.
And I shout out to the women. The women been taking over the rap game right now. But they very aggressive. They're very moving like a nigga.
They telling
Like,
you to
for
drop.
real.
They telling you to drop your drawers.
I'm sorry, but that shit ain't. That them type of female, I'm gonna go dap up with. What's good, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like them ain't some. That's not somebody that I wanna. I need.
Caress.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like.
I
Yeah,
think so.
they
Sexy red son.
Sexy Red, Glorilla, even Lotto cool, but she has her moments to where she like, yeah, she talking to
She say
you
she big
like,
mama. Yeah.
come on now. Like, yeah, so it's a different wave going on right now, man, and a lot of women feeling like niggas. They out here driving Hellcats and Trackhawks and the nigga in the passenger seat, and you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Yeah, you
I
driving."
got you over there sitting there rolling up, and she over there, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, so it's a different time right now, man, and I want to see them women get back into they feminine stage.
And it go both ways.
It do.
It go both ways. Just all.
Cause a lot of you niggas pussy. For real, man.
Yeah, say that much.
For real, bro. So yeah, us as men got to step up and do better as well.
Something I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
We had a conversation with a guy from Nashville, a friend of mine, Buck G, and we talked about the racial divide in Nashville, with you being in Nashville. How was it in where you from?
It was a lot more mixed being in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I moved down here, cause up there, bro, like I saw a lot of mixed couples. I went to a predominantly white school. It's a lot of mixed families, things like that. It's a lot of mixed kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where I'm from in VA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm from up in the mountains in Lynchburg.
Okay.
So Lynchburg, Virginia. But when I got down here, like, you know, I might see some white girls like, hey, you know what I'm saying? My cousin would be like, bruh, what? I ain't fucking with no white girl. And I'd be like, damn, what the hell? And like, I just noticed like my aunts would speak about certain things like, I think it was Creflo Dollar or somebody. That was like, yeah, but he married to that white woman. Like, it was just real different when I came down here. And I was like, oh, y'all really be looking at that shit like that? And so, you know, just being in Virginia, like, I just saw a lot of mixed couples, mixed families, mixed kids, and I didn't think that much of it. But being in the South, it was just,
Game changer.
it hit you a little different. And I'm like,
And see,
okay,
that's different. Growing up in Chicago, you don't see that.
for real?
Well, I don't know now. Back when we was growing up,
Where you from?
Chicago.
Okay, word.
You ain't
Y'all grew
seen-
up together?
Nah.
Okay.
We met down
We
here.
met down
doing the
here.
wrong
That's
thing.
hard. That's hard. Both of y'all from
You
up
know, I'm talking about, man, I ain't had no white teachers. I ain't had no white students in my
And the
class.
white teachers that
That's
I did
crazy.
have, whoop some of these niggas' ass down here.
I'm talking about predominantly.
They was, motherfucker, you get in the classroom, he put out a fifth, close the door, man, y'all do what y'all want, don't do what I want to do.
my kid's mother from Vallejo, California. She said coming to Chicago was a culture shock. She ain't never seen that many black people.
Oh shit.
Nashville was a culture shock for me.
Yeah, so it's different. Cause like I said, when I first moved down here, seeing all the interracial shit, I was like, ain't this the South? Like that first thing in my head, like I thought that shit was illegal. That like coming down here, even in 2023, I'm like, damn, ain't that shit illegal? Niggas and white girls having babies, they doing that shit down here.
But the crazy thing now, it done flip. They probably don't have an accurate count on the foreign population down here. It's probably half and half. Foreigners, then white, then black. And I believe the Latinos down here probably outnumber us now.
Oh yeah, they do. Fucking right, yeah, they do.
Cause they take over when they come. I remember when I came down here. You ain't see no Mexicans. You ain't see Nolensville Road. Blacks and whites, all the way down to the fairgrounds. I think it was like 2000.
Around Katrina time?
No, it was when after I got out of prison the second time. It was 2000. That was the first time I saw a Mexican on Nolensville Road. About 2000. When did I meet you? 2006, 2004.
4 or 5.
They owned it. They owned all of Nolensville. They became Little Havana. And now they everywhere. So you think about them, with no Africans down there. Africans came out of nowhere. This is a melting pot. The Kurdish, they just came. It is. Them little motherfuckers started running around with bandanas on KPG shit.
I ain't see all them different cultures growing up in Virginia. It was mostly whites and blacks. Might have some Hispanics, might have some Asians, sprinkled in there. But coming down here, I'm like, oh, y'all got Kurdish, like hella Kurdish people. It's a lot of Middle Eastern people, Ethiopians, like
a lot of Ethiopians.
I'm like, it's a whole, like you said, a big old melting pot down here for real.
And a motherfucker don't really realize it unless you just take a step back and look and see how Nashville ain't predominantly white. They run this motherfucker and they cater to themselves.
But it's definitely not white.
It's definitely not white.
If you step outside of Broadway, it's totally different.
So most definitely,
Broadway is his own.
They take
it's his own.
They take the tourists on safaris through the hood. Now, if you get on one of them motherfucking vans with the top drop, they ride through the projects. Like look at this is like we in the zoo.
That's crazy.
And motherfuckers is paying for that to ride on the back of a motherfucking tractor?
Tractor.
Sitting on hay while they rolling down Murfreesboro Road by Lafayette. Like, look, over there's the lions, tigers, and bears.
They do be going down Murfreesboro.
Yeah, like,
crazy. I'm like, why the fuck are they on Murfreesboro Road? I swear I said that.
I ain't seen.
Man, I told them the other day.
The projects, I promise.
Imagine them coming down King Drive.
Oh yeah.
Man, we had to fuck them white folks up.
They getting pelted.
They getting tomato, whatever we can throw at.
They getting pelted.
Because you could be on display to tourists. Like this, you ain't showing where I'm living good. You showing where I'm living my worst. Fuck these folks. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
And you making money.
I didn't even know that.
They making money off of calling this historical areas in Nashville. It's historical because it ain't been nothing but poverty. What's historical about poverty? Besides, you want to keep dictating and running it and making it exist. But on a different note, your podcast and your partner, right? You said y'all met. That's how, like, when he came to me about doing a podcast, I was just like you. I played the background. I was definitely quiet. I ain't talk at all.
I was the same way.
And then once I got in front of the camera, I was like, shit, I guess I got something to say.
I felt the same way.
And then when you start knowing that you got a voice, or when you start, actually, if you done sat back and just paid attention to the world, you should be able to speak on your perception. Because you'd be surprised how many of us have the same perception, but we just don't say shit. And that's how shit don't get done.
Yeah.
Cause we keep everything as black men. We keep everything to ourselves. We don't talk to our women half the time. We got a different face for our homies.
We be so scared to tell them something because we don't want them looking at us less of a man if we do have an issue. Because then they looking at you like, well, can't you? You know how that shit be.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general. Like I said, he said one of the things you said you want to assist people to win in a certain way, and that's kind of like what we trying to do. We trying to promote other people.
Hold on.
That's pretty much what we trying to do. I don't care who get the. I'd rather the person sitting here investing in us with your time get more of the promotion, get more of the push. Because like I told him before, at the end of the day, what we don't have in the black community is a change. And that's the only way we're gonna put each other. Everybody like crabs in the bucket. I don't want to see you come up unless I come up, and then I gotta get to a certain point. Once I get to a certain point, I can't reach for you no more because I done got so high. And so we just want to promote anybody out here in Nashville and show that we here. And it's some shit for us to do here. It's some shit for us to grow in here. So I give you a pat on the back.
I appreciate that.
As a black man to another black man, shit, I want to see us win.
For sure. Most
At
definitely.
all costs.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna hold you up, Jeff, man. I do appreciate you coming through, man, and giving us your time today, man. Like I said, we just wanted to get a brief, understanding about who you are, what you about, and like I said, you know me. I told you when I first met you, I be sitting back watching in the background. I kept telling my man, like, man, they move. I was like, man, they trajectory. I'm like, man, I'm talking about in 2 weeks, the motherfuckers went from 0 to probably about 2,000 followers. So it's like, and it was like, man, just watching and studying, like, man, what is it that he doing? And just, like I say, just being in the right room, right places, making those connections. Because like I told y'all before on the podcast, it's one of the reasons I had joined Corner to Corner. Because like I own my own business for 10 years, but it's like, besides the knowledge that what else I can learn, it was more about the network, the community. I know it's a black-based thing. It's like, hey, I need to be around black people that's like-minded like me. That was another thing that I wasn't around. I was just me. And it's like, I got to put myself in another position to change my perspective and my perception about what I want out of life. Because, you just doing your own thing. You know what I mean? So just getting around them, it kind of gave me an outlook. Like I said, I've been doing work with Caleb and just doing a lot of work with other people, man. And it just feel good to be like, just getting this camera just for free. Like I said, somebody gave me this as a gift, and just to be able to take the gift that somebody gave me and turn it into what I'm doing now, man. I'm very appreciative. So that's why I always, you see me everywhere you go, you see me with the camera all the time, man.
I see you everywhere.
So it'd be like, that's the reason. It's like, man, I got to show the person who gave me this camera plus myself this thing. I'm just not finna have this motherfucker sitting on the shelf. You gave it to me, so I'm finna do something with it. So, it's like, it wasn't, if it was gonna be a vlog, no matter what, I was gonna be doing something. So basically what I'm trying to do, besides this podcast, what I'm trying to do, what a business I'm trying to start up, I want to start documenting people, elders. Say if you got a grandma that's like 60 or 80, sit down and talk to her, get her history, put a little story behind. So say if you got some kids that you may not have, and you be like, oh shit, I want y'all to know something about my grandma. You can pop that shit on. Like, oh damn, that was your grandma? And they can learn to see how y'all got to wherever y'all was at, and I kind of want to start doing stuff like that for people, So I'm starting with my Uncle Prince, who's 70, and he gonna let me do him, and I'm gonna run it like that and just see where it goes. So that's kind of what I want to kind of do, and I won't say I got that. Kind of got this idea from this white guy I met like 3 years ago. I was vlogging at what's that bar? What's the hot chicken place? Not Hattie B's, but the Bolton's. I was at Bolton's. Yeah, I was in Bolton's vlogging in there, and there was some people doing some shit in there, and they had all these cameras. So I asked him, and he said what he'd do is basically go around from city to city trying to find the oldest person in the city, just to talk to them and get the history of what they know, and just do it like that. So I was like, damn, what if I can do that with people, family? So a few people invited me to their eldest birthday parties. And I'm like, ooh, this is what I can do older people birthday parties. Cause everybody like, why you don't do videos? Why you don't do weddings? It's like, I understand with the money, but like me, I was explaining to you before, I want to do something where I still get the enjoyment out of it, and it's not like I'm chasing a bag. Cause like I already chased the bag with my job. I want to have fun with the camera.
Most definitely, bro.
I want to keep it like that. So that's why I want to get you on the show to share your experience with me too, and then let the people know. So if they do got any inclination, like you see, he started off as a producer, photography, videography, doing work for other people. Like I said, I see him, man. He be at fucking construction sites, building sites,
I'm all over the place.
Conventions, conferences. So it's like, man, you from one place to another, just being there, just being in the right place, right time. You know.
Yes,
so
sir.
I appreciate you coming through,
So
bro.
tap in.
Indeed.
What outside of the things you talked about? I'm sure you do some other things. What else you doing? What else you want to let our viewers know how they can tap in with you, how they can get invested in with y'all podcast and anything else that y'all got doing?
I feel like that's pretty much all I do, man.
Okay.
Like I do the podcast.
Let them know where they can find you.
Elevated Podcast, ELEV8, the number 8, TED Podcast. So
All
look us up
platforms?
on YouTube. Yeah, we're on all audio platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube,
You
and
try Rumble yet?
no, I haven't. What's that?
Okay, check when you get home. Just go on Rumble. It's another platform that's like YouTube that's up and coming. Definitely check them out, man. So I'm
Word.
trying to put you, and they monetize you out the gate.
Okay, bet.
Like no,
I like
out
that.
the gate. Yeah.
Say less.
Yeah, so-
but yeah. So the podcast, photography, videography. I do some graphics sometimes, but that ain't like my specialty. Every time I do one, somebody like, if I do a logo or a flyer or something, they be like, "You did this?" I be like, "Yeah," but I don't really tell people.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I feel
I
you.
be doing it like that because I don't.
You don't want to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That ain't really my lane, but I dibble and dabble in that for
Okay.
real. Besides that, man.
Let them know about your host, like if they want to get, because you run the gym, right?
So Harold runs a gym. It's called The Lab. The Lab Training Studio is off of Bell Road and Murfreesboro Road. It's in the plaza over there. Dope gym, man. I do a lot of content for him. He does boot camp style training, so y'all make sure y'all tap in with him. He's definitely helped me as far as just disciplining myself, keeping my body together. I run a lot. I just looked at my phone earlier, and I ain't think I ran that much last month, but I ran over 15 miles. I ran like 15 to 20 miles last month and didn't even realize it. So, yeah, he has run clubs, things like that. Jay Love, our other host, and Harold also, bro. He do a lot of stuff too, because he does security, but he also does firearm training, things like that as well. Jay Love, she is a serial entrepreneur as well. She sells hair extensions. She has like phone chargers. She got booths in the mall. She has a mobile bartending business. She sells life insurance. I got life insurance through her. Make sure y'all get some life insurance too. Nah, she's not.
Look at this nigga.
I said something on the last post. I said J Love been telling y'all how she want to be treated every single episode.
Yeah,
she been dropping little nuggets. I said if somebody don't come get her, bro.
She definitely have, y'all.
For real. That's a little sister.
She said she clumsy
But
though, y'all, so watch out. Don't leave no
that's
cords
you know how
laying around.
niggas always try to hook their homeboys up? Yeah, a homeboy never tell you that part of a woman.
Right.
That's the best way to explain a catch. You see what I'm saying? She do this, she do this, she do this, she do this. This is what she doing. Average guy gonna tell you, like, I know, yeah, you know, she look good. That's all you got.
Yeah, she cute. She got a job. Yeah.
But hey,
my
that's
dogs
what,
though. That's family right there for real.
that's what's up. That's
And I
what's
think
up.
she spelled hers
J-A-I.
Okay. Love on Instagram. Check out, y'all.
J Love, Harold Watson, Jeff Shibley, your boy. So yeah, man.
All right. Well, we appreciate
Podcasting,
y'all.
videography, photography.
And we gonna be doing episodes of the Pod House too, so y'all might see
y'all
us there
pull
too,
up.
man. Definitely gonna
Y'all
see us
pull
there,
up.
man. Yeah, for real. But
It's
we
just the
appreciate
timing for us.
man.
I work 4-5 jobs. He work 4-5
That
jobs.
nigga African.
I feel like shit. Damn near everybody gotta work 3, 4, 5 jobs nowadays,
in Little
bro.
Vegas, you ain't got no choice.
For real.
Kanye West said it best, man. You gotta rap, sell crack, and get a job. It's for real to make it nowadays. But man, it's another episode of Truth Lounge, man. Y'all tap in. We appreciate y'all like always. Leave them comments, man. We love reading them comments. Cause y'all be over there BSing, man. Getting on my man P, man. But we gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Truth Lounge.